Corporate America retreats from AI as pilots fail. Major corporations are scaling back their artificial intelligence initiatives following widespread pilot failures. Current data from the U.S. Census Bureau reveals that AI adoption rates among large companies have declined from a peak of 14% to just 12% by late summer 2025. This pullback comes as businesses grapple with AI's persistent reliability issues and discover that human expertise remains indispensable for quality control and fact-checking. This reversal followed what Deutsche Bank termed the summer AI turned ugly, a period marked by a heated public dispute between NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang and Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei over AI's impact on employment. Market turbulence erupted in late August after an MIT study found that 95% of enterprise generative AI pilots were failing to deliver measurable returns on investment. This prompted a tech sell-off and serious concerns about an AI bubble. Now, let's examine the numbers. The U.S. Census Bureau's bi-weekly survey of 1.2 million firms shows the first sustained decline in AI adoption among large companies since tracking began in 2023. Companies with more than 250 employees, those who had been the most aggressive AI adopters, saw usage drop from nearly 14% in June to approximately 12% by August. As Torsten Slok, chief economist at Apollo Global Management, noted, the bottom line is that the bi-weekly census data is starting to show a slowdown in AI adoption for large companies. This decline represents the largest drop-off since the survey launched. Here's the interesting twist. The corporate retreat from AI coincides with surging demand for distinctly human capabilities. Upwork reported that fact-checking emerged among the top 10 most in-demand AI-related skills in August. Why? Because companies discovered that AI systems hallucinate 10 to 12% of the time. High-value freelance work grew 31% among large businesses, with content writing up 15% and language tutoring soaring an incredible 162%. As Kelly Monahan from the Upwork Research Institute told Fortune, what people are realizing is even the best AI models still hallucinate 10 to 12% of the time. We just cannot necessarily overcome that statistical problem yet. Companies that rushed to replace human workers with AI are now paying premium rates for specialists to fix the technology's mistakes. The BBC reported on one marketing manager who spent 20 hours at $100 per hour completely rewriting AI-generated copy, costing the client $2,000 for work that would have been cheaper with human writers from the start. Perhaps most concerning is how this technology is already reshaping the job market. A breakthrough Stanford University study led by economist Eric Brynjolfsson found that early career workers aged 22 to 25 in AI-exposed occupations experienced a 13% relative decline in employment since late 2022. Meanwhile, older workers in identical roles saw stable or even growing employment. The Bank of America Institute reported that unemployment rates for recent college graduates now exceed those of the overall workforce for the first time in decades. Over 13% of unemployed Americans in July were first-time job seekers, predominantly Gen Z workers. This represents the highest proportion since 1988, highlighting unprecedented challenges for young people entering the workforce. Software development and customer service jobs showed the steepest declines, with employment for the youngest software developers falling 20% below late 2022 peaks by July 2025. The pattern suggests AI is eliminating the entry rungs of career ladders while leaving experienced workers largely unaffected. Companies across the most exposed occupations have experienced a 15% relative decline in employment for early career workers in high AI-exposed jobs since 2022. So what does all this mean for the future? The data suggests a significant market correction in AI adoption as companies grapple with reliability issues and implementation challenges. While AI continues to transform some sectors, the technology is currently eliminating entry-level positions while creating increased demand for human expertise in quality control, fact-checking, and specialized skills. This trend may have long-term implications for workforce development and career pathways in technology-driven industries, potentially creating a scenario where mentorship and succession planning collapse as traditional career progression pathways disappear.